There are weapons in light. There are weapons. We are not without a witness. Because God knows that people were forced and coerced into bondage. And so in order to bring salvation and deliverance to his people, he released certain weapons for us. Those weapons are the things we wield that translate to authority. The first weapon that we have in this kingdom is the name of Jesus. The name. It's impossible to wield authority. This type that you are born into, it's impossible to wield it without having regard and understanding of the name of Jesus. In Philippians chapter 2 verse 9, it said something about the name of Jesus. There's a credit that the name of Jesus carries in the spirit. It's like the ATM card of a billionaire. All your expenses can come into it and out. It won't be noticed. If Elon Musk gives you his ATM and say, go and buy something, you will gather all your dreams together. All the dreams you have, the mandate that you have received from the Lord, all the problems you need to solve. When you aggregate it together and make withdrawal, the account will not shake. Because all your dreams now are in Naira. You now withdraw 1 billion. They now divide 1 billion by 700. You now discover that your 1 billion reduced to $1 million in dollars. Now, his ATM has more than $100 billion. So your $1 million withdrew. Maybe it's the point something in the ATM. Now that is a man's account. Now, the name of Jesus is the wealth of creation. The whole creation is inside. So even if you debit creation, the name will still not shake. Because the whole creation came out of him. He said all things were made by the word of his power. And the word of his power is in his name. Are you seeing that? So in Philippians chapter 2 verse 9, here's what the Bible says. It says, wherefore God hath highly exalted him and given him a name which is above every other name. Now, when Jesus wanted to go to heaven and he discovered we have a lot of expenditures to handle, because he doesn't want to keep coming and going from heaven, he gave us an ATM card. That ATM card is Jesus. And so when a man understands the name of Jesus, he will wield it. See, when you carry ATM into a supermarket and the ATM has capacity, you know, not every ATM has capacity. If you carry an ATM that doesn't have capacity, better check the price list where. If you look at it and it's not clear, ask the person, how much is this? Hear it, because the things you loaded, you can drop it back. If you even go to an E3 and your ATM doesn't have capacity, tell them, where is the menu? If you see somebody insisting, I must see the menu. They say, no, this is what we have. This is what I say, I want to see the menu. He's looking for something more than food. He wants to find out the price tag. I traveled with Lagos with one of my friends. And so the hotel where they put us, he thought he traveled alone. Because the hotels where he goes to, a plate of food can be 2.5. So when we now went, he strode down to the cafeteria, ordered some things. He ordered, 2 people came to see him, so he ordered. He made some orders. He made declarations. When they now brought the bill, he discovered that 1 yogurt was 8,000. 1 yogurt. Meanwhile, he ordered 2 yogurts. When they finished eating, the bill was over 40,000. He wanted to faint. They said, what have I done? What have I done? I said, next time, ask for the menu. See the money. Because your ATM might not have capacity. But you see, when you carry the name of Jesus, it said the name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run therein and they are saved. The name of Jesus has superlative capacity. It doesn't matter what the devil throws at you. You can tell the devil, bring your best shot, because I have something that can never fail. He said in Mark 16:17, in my name cast out devils. He made it plural. I don't care if he came from the waters. I don't care if he came from the air. I don't care if he came from hellfire. Devils, every devil put together cannot withstand the name. Why? Because before that name was given, he said, having spoiled principalities and powers, he made a public show of them, triumphing over them by the cross. If the name, hear this, if the name did not have capacity, he would have defined demons before he sent them. He would have said, if you see a demon that is dark, cast him out. But if you see a yellow demon, don't. But because he knew the capacity of the name, he said, in my name. I don't know about your name. Your name may cast out 2 demons. But in my own name, even if hair appears, I have spoiled principalities and powers before. I have made a public show of them before. And so he said, cast out devils. See, when you go out to cast out demons, it doesn't matter where they came from. Their location is not important. Because the name, the Bible said, is what? Highly exalted. Highly. That's a weapon that believers carry. And this name is not for everybody. It's for those who are born again. That's why we were introduced into authority. Because when he gave us his life, he brought us the right to use his name. And so everyone who carries the name of Jesus has something superior to Elon Musk's ATM card. He has something that can buy in naira, in dollars, in pounds, and he can leave the natural and go to the supernatural and begin to command in the demonic realm. He can command in the angelic realm, because the name of Jesus is highly. Hear this. We were not sent to negotiate with demons. I need you to understand the words. Don't rush the Bible when you are reading it. He didn't say exorcise demons. In exorcism, what they do is that they negotiate with the demons. If you leave this person, you will possess another person, and this person will serve you like this. But you see, in the name of Jesus, there's no negotiation. You come, they say, what is happening? He's blind, he's deaf, he's dying. You put your hands in your pocket. You say, in the name of Jesus, the Son of the living God, get out now. Marede. Do you know what Jesus said there? Hope you know demons are rebellious. Demons never cooperate. Demons never cooperate. What Jesus actually told us to do is to go and oppress them. Oppress. Because when you show up, they will not cooperate. When you show up, they will be rebellious. That is their nature. And so Jesus sent us to a rebellious people. Just the way Moses entered Egypt. God himself said, Pharaoh will not respond to you. Pharaoh will not obey you. He said, I will harden his heart. But what I want to do is to display my power. If Pharaoh obeyed, you wouldn't have known about 10 plagues. But God necessarily allowed Pharaoh to be hard-hardened, so that the excellency of the power of God is made manifest. And so when you come before a demon, it's a time for show. It's a time for manifestation. The rebellious ones are better. In the name of Jesus, you say, get out. Many people are intimidated by demons. Demons know that if you know what you carry, they are in trouble. So when you show up, they start doing like this. When they are doing, watch them. When they finish, say, now, get out. If you are strong, you won't act drama. The moment you are coming, the person is doing, I'm a lion. You are a lion? Really? Have you heard of the lion of the tribe of Judah? Have you heard of the root of David? Yeah. You are a lion. Don't waste your time with demons. When you show up, carry your scepter in the name of Jesus. Now get out. And they have no choice but to obey. Because the name, see, in science, there is what we call hypothesis. Before a reality is propounded as a law, it passes through observation, it passes through hypothesis, it passes through theories, it passes through experimentation before it becomes a law. So when you find something, you will look at it, you observe it. You say, I observe this to be yellow. You now take it to the lab and then you experiment it to prove that it is yellow. When you see that it is yellow, you now propound a hypothesis that because of this, I believe this is yellow. Then they will carry out the experimentation again and again. When they are satisfied that it's yellow, they make it a law. The name of Jesus is not undergoing hypothesis. Where the name was tested was not in your sickness. It was not in your crisis. Jesus descended to hell. He went to Hades. That's where they tried the experiment. All the demons of hell mobilized and ganged up against it. But he said he spoiled principalities. He spoiled powers. He spoiled rulers of the darkness of this world. And it was not hidden. He said he made a public spectacle. That's why when he showed up, he said, all power in heaven and on earth has been given to me. Now go in that power. So when we carry the name of Jesus, we carried all power. We carried all power. I refuse to be intimidated. It doesn't matter the demonic manifestation. It can be a crisis. Use the name of Jesus. It can be sickness. Use the name of Jesus. It can be poverty. Use the name of Jesus. It can be death. Use the name of Jesus. Even lawful captives shall be delivered at the name of Jesus. Listen, people rush Bible. See, people rush Bible. If you study Isaiah 49 verse 24, you'll be scared. It says, shall they pray? You know what a plea is? That's a helplessly defeated victim. It didn't say be taken from the hand of the captor. It's not just anyhow captor. It's a mighty captor. It says, shall they pray? Shall the helplessly defeated victim be taken from the hands of the inconquerable mighty captor? He didn't stop there. He went further. And he said, shall the prisoner be taken from the hands of the terrible? So this is demonic wickedness from mighty to terrible. That means you can't contemplate the level of wickedness. And he said, thus saith the Lord, even the prey of the mighty shall be delivered. Even the prey of the terrible shall be let loose. And he didn't say they will just be let loose and escape. He said, I will feed them with their blood. They will eat of their flesh. Because when we show up with the power in the name, we didn't just come to deliver. We came to oppress the oppressor. We came to arrest the captor. We came to make captive the captor. And so in the name of Jesus, it doesn't matter what you are going through. In the name of Jesus, I decree now, your captivity is torn